I lost 30.1 pounds. The motivation for this was back pain. The end result was me reducing my back pain and reaching my weight loss goal. I'm not a medical professional, so if you want to do some serious changes to your life and with your health, I suggest you seek one. In this video, I have nothing to sell you. I'm just sharing my story and let you know how I lost 30.1 pounds. Let's go. So as I said, this all started because of back pain, which was getting out of control. I ended up seeing a couple of videos from doctors on YouTube talking about sardine fast, and they talked about how it reduced inflammation, dropped visceral fat, also lose weight. The main thing that concerned me was the inflammation, and that's what I started on. So after a 3-day fast, I was down close to 10 pounds. Once I realized I was in ketosis, I decided to stay in that and eat keto style meals. I started feeling better and the weight started to fall off. Now, I did do some exercise during all this, but not much. It was just little exercises here and there. Anytime I can, I get out and walk while I'm at work. I take the steps instead of escalators and elevators. And I love hill climbing from my days doing cross country and everything like that, doing training for that. So I like to do stairs 2 at a time. No matter how much pain I'm in, I get excited and we'll run up those. Love IKEA for that. They have a big set of stairs. Let's talk about how I felt during this whole process. Okay, let's start with the numbers. So I started the fast on the 10th. So the night of the 9th, I took my weight. That was 197.8. The morning of the 10th, because overnight you're going to drop some weight normally, I was 195.5. On the 12th, so this would have been at the end of my fast, the 3-day fast, I was 190 pounds. So I dropped 7.8 pounds during that fast. Now some of that is going to be water weight, but not all. I noticed a big change in those 3 days. And that's what motivated me. The majority of my back pain was reduced by 90%. The main problem I have when I had an injury at work, a fall at work, that didn't change at all. I didn't expect that to. So in this, I lost the 7.8 pounds, decided to go keto. So then by the 15th, I was 188.9. By April 20th, I was 186.4. By May 3rd, I was 181. By May 8th, I hit 180. By May 16th, I was 176.7. So that would have put me at 20.1 pounds there. Is that about a month and a half? By June 15th, because at that point, once I hit the 20-pound mark, things start to slow down, and then I think I end up going out having a meal. I think I might have got out of ketosis around that time. I was less concerned about it because really my weight wasn't the main goal, it was my back. I was just kind of maintaining things, still eating the same way, but things kind of just paused. And I was kind of happy that I was at least staying around there. Then by June 15th, so almost a month later, I hit 169.9. That's when I finally dropped below 170. And then at that point, it kind of hovered around 170. That was kind of my baseline at that point. The reason I have just pictures of this, I originally wasn't planning on doing a video on this. When I hit about 12 pounds, I had a friend suggest that I do a video on the weight loss. So that's why I just have some pictures, and there's times there that I need to get a shot, didn't want to go, have to set the cameras up sometime, was heading back to work, whatever. So yeah, I just have some progress pictures. But I was hovering around that mark, but when I'm really thinking about doing a video, I want to hit that 30-pound mark. But also, 12 years ago, I don't know, I have to see if I can find the numbers. I was high 180s, low 190s, and I was going to visit my brother, and I wanted to lower my weight before I did that, because we normally work out and do everything together. So I wanted to be in better shape before I took that trip. I was using at that time MyFitnessPal. I said how much I want to lose, and it said, okay, you should only lose a pound a week, maximum 2 pounds a week. So I picked 168 pounds, which was borderline for what the app recommended. And the day before I left on that trip, I was 168.7. I wanted to beat that mark. 12 years later, at 51 years of age, I want to beat that mark. On July 12th, I hit 167.7. And now today, we're on July 16th. I am today 167.7. It's been exciting, feel great. I love that I can stand up, bend down, tie my shoelaces, and then stand back up, not be short of breath, like my air was being cut off. That's better. My back has been greatly improved. Lately it's been sore again, so I want to get myself back into ketosis. Do that. I'm going to hover back and forth in and out of it. So doing the fast and eating keto, two things I didn't want to do before. The sardines, I love sardines, so I found that easy. The biggest struggle with that was the fact that you're eating them cold. They're not really cold, just room temperature. I start to miss warm food. Really start to crave avocado for some reason. When I came out of it, I looked up to see what you should eat. Never thought about checking that beforehand. They say you should eat something that's easy in your stomach because where you've just been eating sardines for 3 days. What I did is I had an avocado and I had some steamed broccoli. Love that. And then for that supper that night, that's when I decided that I'm just going to stay keto. I had a piece of salmon, steamed broccoli, steamed spinach. I had some cooked carrots. I believe I had another avocado. And mainly that's been my meal. Sometimes it was shrimp rather than salmon, might have been tuna. Eventually added in Greek salad, which has been a great addition. Sometimes I put in sweet mixed pickles. I'll just have 8 of them. I find that's a nice little sweet treat as part of my meal. I can still eat that and stay under my 50 for the day, 50 grams of carbs. I normally eat that way anyway. It's just that I'd have a lot of rice, garlic potatoes, things like that. Cut the rice and potatoes will get rid of those carbs. So it's really not that hard. I've been enjoying it and I look forward to mealtime. I just eat it, I snack less. If I am going to snack, I'll have some walnuts. And I've just bought some macadamia nuts yesterday. Now, one thing, when my wife started, she craved chocolate. So I looked it up. And a lot of my searches, is this keto? And it's very easy now. You have it right in the palm of your hand. You can find other meals and other options. So with that, it said you can do 70% chocolate in moderation. So we found Ferrero Rocher, 70% with hazelnuts, I believe, in it. And I think the bar has 15 squares in it. I would eat 6 squares, my wife would do about 3, and that's way below the range. It was a nice little treat. We ended up having that all the time for a while there, and the weight dropped. So there are things you can do. It's not that hard. Really, if you're interested, give it a try. Talk to your doctor. Like I said, I'm not a medical professional. See if it's going to be right for you. But so my goals from this point on, one is to never be in a position where I have to lose 30 pounds again. And I still need to lose more body fat. I'm not worried about the weight at this point. I kind of hit that target. I can be happy with that. But there's still body fat that I want to get rid of. So, want that. I had dreams before I got injured of doing a video for my 50th that was going to just be on Facebook and kind of be a training montage kind of thing based on people talking about you're over the hill, it's all downhill from here type thing. And I didn't get to do that because I was injured. Now at 51, disappointed that I didn't get to make that video, which I thought about for a couple years. So I'm going to make it. I want to train more anyway, because I just want to be in better shape, and I want to see if that will help my back even more. I'm limited with some things because I also hurt my shoulder, so there's certain things I will struggle with. So I have to work within those limitations. But I plan on working out. I want to hit those goals, get into better physical shape, and then I will make that video. Now it will not be just a video for Facebook. Because I'm doing this video, I am going to put this on this YouTube channel. It's probably going to be 1 to 3 minute video. I'm excited to do it. I just have to continue on, do some more work. So more training, at least maintain what I've reached so far. Just enjoy life. If you want to follow along with the rest of this journey. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. If you're dealing with back pain, I'm going to make a back pain video as well and talk about that. But thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next one.